everyone. I actually have cleaned up the corner of my craft room. I am moved things around a little bit, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I actually am more prepared tonight in advance. I got a couple of little tags and to show you like a quick and easy canvas to do like some little projects. I'm gonna go as long as I can. I am under COVID quarantine for the second time in my life. So, but I'm actually having maybe a little bit of symptoms. So I'm hoping they're just allergies, but my allergies have never been this bad. But I've had the windows open for the past couple of days when I come home from work because it's been so nice out finally. We're right up on the Canadian border, so it doesn't happen all that often, especially in mid-May. So I'm going to dive in and let's see. The colors I've got are the Shimmer Spruce, which is like a dark green glitter, the Shimmer Orchid, which is like a purplish, darker glitter, and then I grabbed out Couture Coral. So I have not yet opened these suede tags, so I'm going to start with those just to see. So these are supposed to be like a super thick cardstock that has a suede feeling to it. And they come in these packs of, how many are in a pack? 12 in a pack. So, which works perfect because if you get one of the mini transfers, you've got 12 in them, and you've got 12 of these. And really they're two-sided. So I also grabbed out this one because this has a lot of little transfers on it. It's the Good Life one. But it's got To You From Me, Made With Love. Little things that are perfect for these tags if you're adding it to a gift bag or something. Super cute. And why go like spend I mean, honestly, if you went to get them in the store, they would be way more than that. Comes with a little string so you can tie them on. And then looks like there's two different designs. So one has the little like flag bottom, the other one's got the little scroll bottom. They are super, super smooth. I mean, honestly, it feels, it's like a super thick cardstock that it feels like has tons of wax on it. It's like, I don't know, it's just really good. So I want to make sure I'm muted here. Okay, so I'm going to do one of these. It comes in white and like the cardstock kind of color. So I'm going to do one of each. Just because I want to like see what how the difference looks in them, and I'm probably going to hang them on my tree back there. That's usually where I hang all my little ornament things. Comes with the same kind of string, because of course you can use anything you want, but comes with it so you don't have to like go scrounge around for string if you don't have any. And then the white also comes, and yeah, it just feels, it's really hard to describe. So I'm going to be putting these in my mini kits. It'll be two-sided, and I'll put string in it with like other little embellishments to like really decorate it up since these are new and super cool. And then you might get to pick what you get for a little mini in the kit. If you catch me at one of my little shows or something, or if you see something like, can I get that one that says happy birthday? I really, really need that happy birthday one. It's one of 12, so save for the thank yous, the little gifts. And might be able to accommodate the little mini that you want. If you're getting the whole sheet, then obviously you'll have all those. But these are pretty much, what are these called? These are the celebration minis. So all different kinds of celebration type events are what they're designed for. Oh, let's see. So I'll reach way over here because I got my little jar of my little stuff here. To grab my scissors. And I figured I was going to do the birthday one. Usually I'll cut all 12, but for tonight, I'm just doing these. You can cut them out individually or not. Up to you. I'm going to toss that one to the side, and I'm also going to do a little one for this one because I want to see what the little, I mean, they look almost like gift tags, some of these. I mean, I've seen them on pillows and stuff too, but it's like, from you to me, made with love, just for you. These ones obviously are a little bit bigger, but yeah, I'm just going to go with the To You From Me. There is a way that you can take the scissors and like score these and then pull up the transfers. I find it's easier to do this. I don't want to make it too complicated on me if they're trying to line things up. Okay, so I've got those two out, and I'll do that one there. I've got this one here, and I'll pull out my paste, and I'll just like get to it. Because these are smaller, I'm going to use my half cut mini just so I can get like a better angle on it versus using my mini, which I have to be careful around the edge, and this way I can be a little bit more careless. I hear you, Lucy. I'm not deaf. So let me go ahead and pull out a little bit of the Shimmer Spruce. So this came out at like Christmas time. Obviously, it's the perfect evergreen Christmas glitter color. I've used it lots of times. You can see it's perfectly flat. The shimmers do that. No idea why. This is suede. I am going to fuzz it up because it's a nice smooth surface. I'm not going to add wax to it, and we'll see how that goes. Again, you can use a cloth or a washcloth to do the fuzzing. You can use jeans or whatever you've got on. So I'm going to do this at a little bit of an angle. Got that on there. And I'm just going to scoop up a little bit of my green. And obviously you can do different colors. I just want to see how these suede tags look. So I mean, honestly, if you got something like this, you could just pre-make a bunch of tags, and then you've got them ready to go whenever you need them. Or you can make them on the fly. There's also chalk pens. I'll grab one of my chalk pens so that I can show you what it looks like when it's on here. Let me show how to really delicious. I'm pulling it off. It's coming off nice and easy. I think it looks pretty good, actually. I don't think I'm going to need to buy gift tags anymore. I can just use these. So I'm just going to throw this in my water bucket so I can clean it afterwards. And I'll put the green here. I probably might use the green for something else, so I'm not going to throw my squeegee in the water yet. Now the happy birthday one. So I'm also going to fuzz it up. Remember, you can do it on your clothes as well. You're just picking up lint, honestly, just to dull it down. So it's not so super sticky. And both of these sides are, I don't see any difference in the sides, so they're basically the same. Got a little happy birthday here. Smoothing it down. And then, so I've got the little candles and the happy birthday. I think I'll just do two colors just to, I can't stick with one color anyways. I mean, we all know that, right? Right. So. Again, I'm going to use the little minis. I'm going to do, let's see, I'll get this on here first. This is my Couture Coral. So it's almost like a hop kind of pink. But I'll do my little candles. And then I'll put a little bit at the very bottom for the birthday cake. And then I'll end up mixing purple in there. Alright, so there, and then I'll do the rest in my purple. I call it purple, but it's a shimmer orchid. And I'm not too worried if the purple goes a little over the orange. It's glittery. It'll make the orange look a little glittery. There we go. Alright, so got my purple in there. Now I'm just going to pull it off. So I'm just going to get a little bit of the angle. The little mini ones, I don't worry about having to pull. I mean, they're so small. Usually you want to try to pull it side flat from an angle, like from the side instead of the angle of the corner. So you want to try to pull it like this. The little minis I don't worry about so much. You can see as I'm pulling it off. It's a cute little birthday thing. So I mean, you can kind of like color code it any color you want. I'll throw that in my water bin. So I'm going to set these two aside to dry, and I'll show you with my chalk marker afterwards. I'll show you both kinds. So there's the kind you can get from the dollar store, and then there's the kind you can get from chalk. And, oh, do I have my chalk ones here? Oh, I may not have my chalk ones. What did I do with those? Okay, I will figure it out. If not, I will at least show you the cheap dollar store ones for how they look. So we have a little happy birthday to me from you. Of course, they have the string they can tie right on through there to tag it to whatever tree, gift bag. Okay, so those are my cute little two little things. Oh, and I got them too far over. You guys can't see them, right? Sorry. I've had them sitting over there and you can't even see them. Oh, hopefully that helps you. So I'm gonna, for my other little part, I grabbed up 2 transfers that I haven't used yet. This one is no longer available, but it's blessed this mess, and I'm gonna hang it on my craft room door, obviously because it's a disaster area. We really need one that says like disaster craft zone or something. And this one is the I can't say I love you enough, so this is your reminder. And I have a hole punch where I could punch in the holes of something as thick as this. This is actually a 2-pack. You can get it at the Dollar Tree. Although Dollar Tree apparently has gone from $1 an item to $1.25. So normally these would be like 50 cents each. They come in a 2-pack. I mean, they're just rough canvases, so that's why I put wax on them, just because they're rough. But Dollar Tree is a place to get some really cheap craft stuff, because craft supplies can be expensive. I'm going to start out with waxing them. Hey guys, I can see when people are watching, I just can't see who's watching, so don't worry about that. I get lots of mystery viewers. You don't have to chat. I mean, I know when I first started watching people's videos, I like never chatted. They're like, I can see people out there, someone please talk to me. It just gives me something, it gives me company, honestly, when I'm doing this. But so I usually will ask for suggestions like, does anybody have a color that they think I should use, or that they really like? Like, I want to see that in red. I did some kitchen design once, and I asked people what their color of their kitchens were to see who might like what. Alright, so these are all waxed up. Just toss them to the side. Again, you can use some pre-wax stuff. And I'm going to do both. So I'm going to start out with the I Can't Say Love You Enough. And I was debating whether or not to do this in a red, just because it's like a love one. So I do still have my red here somewhere. And I'm going to label both of these in the back because I'll have 2 to clean up at the end. Okay. It is canvas, which is a rough surface. And usually on a rough surface, you don't want to fuzz it, because you want it to be nice and sticky. As you can see, these 5x7s fit perfectly on a little 5x7 flat canvas. Smoothing it down. Oops. Oh, it moved around on me. Thankfully, I did not fuzz it, but it is so weird. Right, so I'm just, because it moved around on me, I'm just going to be careful when I put stuff on it. I originally was just going to do it in the Shimmer Orchid, so I think I will stick with that. I did make a little bit of a mess here on my Shimmer Orchid lid, so let me grab that out. I'm just cleaning off my lid. I ended up with a gob of it on there. And I usually have something to keep my hands dry. I'm not the messiest crafter, but I'm a pretty messy crafter. My angled squeegee is, I think, a little big to use on this one. I mean, it takes like 2 swipes. So I want to make sure that I get the detail good, so I'm going to use my regular mini squeegee in my Shimmer Orchid, which is the glitter. I'm just putting it on, more or less. I usually put it on thick and then just scrape the excess off. And as I'm scraping the excess off, getting out my finger, I'm putting it to the next section. I'm trying not to move my transfer around. Sometimes transfers can slide around if it's not like a smooth chalkboard surface. And I put wax on this, so, I mean, I probably could have gotten away without putting any wax on it. Ah! Oh, I hope I didn't just ruin that, because there's a bubble at the corner. There's a bump on the canvas. And I just picked up my transfer as I was doing it. So we'll see if I smeared the words at the bottom. If I did smear them, I can wait for it to dry, wipe it off, and do it again, even though it's canvas. And I did smear my bottom line. Aw. Everything else turned out okay, though. So this is where I lifted up the transfer and smeared it, because I have a little bump here on the end. With the canvases, they've got the little corner where it folds over, and I wasn't careful and oops. But I can wipe that right off, and I can put the transfer down once everything dries and I clean it and it dries, and do that bottom line again. But for now, I'm going to wipe out the bottom line while it's still wet, being careful of the other stuff, just to make it nice and easy on myself when I do go back to clean it, or do go back to fix it. and I'll probably fix it tomorrow night. Tonight I was going to do the window on my front porch, but since I'm not feeling well, it's a project I'm going to have to do standing up and in bright sun, and yeah, I'm not sure I'm up to that. So we'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow as to whether or not I can do it tomorrow night. I'm supposed to volunteer at graduation this weekend. I can't do it. One of my friends is supposed to walk at graduation, can't walk at graduation now, which completely sucks. But that's, I mean, at least for most of the graduates, they're going to get to walk through graduation, and they haven't really gotten to do that much the last 2 years. Because graduation is something that everybody looks forward to. As you can see, it's going a little bit in the grains. That's why I'm just going over it again, just to bring it up. And you can always paint the canvas with either paint or chalk paste before you put any kind of lettering on it. So I wiped off my little line, and now I will let it dry. I will wash the transfer after and let that dry, and tomorrow night I will aim to fix this if I'm not doing the windows. If not, I will fix it on another night after that, because I do have to find my hole punch. It's a crafting hole punch to be able to show you how I'm going to be able to hang these up. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. I don't know if you guys can see it well or not. Okay. I mean, yeah, I could just leave I can't say I love you enough. I did think to put, like, maybe on a board, this is I can't say I love you enough, and, like, put a picture of people together, you know. So that's another option. There's tons of different options. I love seeing what different people come up with. Some of them are like, how did you even come up with that idea? It's awesome. I am going to steal it. And most people are like, yeah, go ahead and do it. Let me see how yours turned out. Sometimes you plan it, and sometimes it just turns out awesome without even trying. Or sometimes you mess something up and it turns out to be a good thing and not a bad thing. Right. So I'm not going to fuzz it because it is a rough surface. And I'm going to do a little, this is the Bless This Miss. I'm just smoothing it down to try to not have any air bubbles in there. I'm not going to use, green is like my favorite color. I don't use it a ton, but it is my favorite color. So I'm going to use the Shimmer Spruce. That's what I had gotten it out was for this one. Why am I not mixing colors? I don't know. I'm playing it a little safe tonight, I guess. But I am still getting messy all over my fingers. Jeez. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to do the Bless This Mess in the green with my angled squeegee. It's like 2 swipes. It's hilarious. Yes, I've ranted and raved about the angled squeegee for over a week now. So this is the Shimmer Spruce. I'm just putting it on thick, cleaning it off. I'm going to get down to the next section. I'm going to be extra careful at the bottom when I hit that little corner bump. So this one doesn't go all the way down to the corner like the other transfer. As you can see, I've got lots of excess room on the transfer at the bottom. So less that I have to worry about when I get down there. And you can always use like craft tape or painter's tape to hold it on the edge if you think you need to. Just, like I say, you know your level of messiness. You know, my mom sits down to do it. She's like, I don't think I can do this. If you mess it up, we just erase it and we do it again. It's not a big deal. You see, I messed that line up because I moved the transfer and I just put it upside down, but it's okay. About 30 minutes I'll be able to touch it. So, alright, I'm going to pull this up. But my mom does freak out about things. She'll like literally go like this, like, I don't think I can do this. I'm like, you can do this. She used to take me to ceramics when I was like a little kid. And I loved doing that, all that arts and crafts stuff. So here's my little Bless This Mess. This is going on my craft room door. Maybe I'll do a little wreath or something around it because, you know, it's the craft room. When my family comes to visit and this is one of the guest rooms, my craft stuff will be off to the side and they will still be able to see in here. But, you know, maybe they'll play with the craft stuff other in here, I don't know. So I've got these. So this will be one I can do hanging. This one I've got to fix that bottom line. And then I've got these two. So this is the first one I did. It's already dry. The nice thing about the chalk paste is it feels like it's raised lettering. I don't know if you can really see that or not, but I can feel it when I run my fingers over it. You know, something that's like a more expensive print. Not quite like vinyl feeling, but like this is glittery, so it feels like a little rough. I like it. And then this one is got both on it. Let me see if this is dry. This is dry as well, so I can run my fingers across it. It just depends. Like if it's a thin line of chalk, it dries quicker than if you've got like the squares. So where I have the enough, that's going to dry quicker than the I love you, because the I love you are the bigger block letters. But here we go. Right. Perfect. Let me show you. I don't see that I have my chalk couture pens here, and I don't know why. I'm not quite sure where they are. I must have thrown them in my drawer, in my drawers or something. Usually I have them here with my other pens, and I just don't see them. So, but I'm going to show you the cheap dollar store pens. So, you can get these, well, I guess they're $1.25 now. They come in all different kinds of colors. Like, honestly, I got like one of each color because I throw them in some of my kits sometimes. So this is pretty much all the different ones they got. Like, they got gold, silver, white, green, purple, blue, hot pink, hot orange. I just grabbed ones of all different ones to use because they're neat. I'm going to go ahead and grab just the hot pink, and I'm going to do on the back a happy birthday. So, whose birthday? Okay, Mom's birthday's on it. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do this one because I have to give my mom her Mother's Day gift when she comes up because she's been down south. So I'm going to put it on here. And I'm going to use the yellow so it stands out and just do Happy Mother's Day. Now these are soft chalk. They look like, so when you write, it's not going to look good. I mean, it's not going to look that great. I use them more for drawing things. And that's why I wish I had my chalk couture chalk pen here, because that looks like a Sharpie. It's as if you took a Sharpie and you wrote on it. That's how the chalk couture pens, I mean, they're literally almost like, they're chalk pens. So they work just like the regular Sharpies, the same Sharpies that I labeled the back of my transfers with. Same kind of thing. And this is my crappy handwriting on this one real quick, but is this one any better? No, this one's not much better. But you can get like some really detail where this, I mean, this looks cute, but I don't really care for it. Let me see how easy it washes off this though. This is the suede tag. Yeah, it took a second to wipe it off. And I am going to dig out one of those chalk pens so you guys can see what they are. What they're like. Because I know I'm going to, now I know I need to do a Mother's Day tag for my mom. I don't think any of these were Mother's Day. So, got the Made with Love, a little gift just for you. Those are probably the two that I could use for Mother's Day. Graduation ones, there's the congrats and the cheers and oh happy day and best wishes, gift for you. So lots of different little ones that you can use. Alright, I just need to clean my mess and I'll be done. Does anybody have any questions? I can see that there's several people out there. So I'll show you how to clean them since there's people on. And you can hop out if you want because all I'm doing right now is cleaning them up. And okay. I do prefer to use the cheap little Dollar Tree dish under your dish mat thing to clean stuff. And I just have an old, like, also that I got a Dollar Tree little bucket so I can clean these up. So I've got my Bless This Mess, and my water will start to change color because of it. So you can see how colored they are with chalk. I've got my little, like, magic eraser. And I just wipe it up. Same thing with my glitter. The glitter in the darker color sometimes seems like it takes a little bit more to take it off, so I'll just add a little water with my water bottle just to give me a little extra to clean it off. And I'm going to flip these over and do the back side because when I cleaned the front side, I pushed the chalk through the transfer to the bag. Likely, when you're using an eraser on the back, you're going to hear, like, I don't know if you hear the squeaking. Squeaky means clean. And the Bless This Mess has got big letters on it, but this one's got smaller, more detailed nooks and crannies. So I'm going to hold this up to the light to make sure that I got all this little scroll work is clean. And all these little letters at the bottom where I moved it around are clean. So they are. I'll leave these out to dry. Got my 2 little transfers to clean up. Flip them over. Hitting them with water is just easier than putting them back in the bucket. Oops. If you are using like the Clorox wipes to clean them, those, because of the alcohol in the Clorox wipes, it tends to dry them quicker. Not quite sure why. Usually the squeegees, I just like will hold it over the water, and they're silicone, or yeah. So they're easy to clean. It just wipes right off them. So if you have like any things that's silicone in your kitchen, if you have, I mean, if you were using, I got the baking trays now, they clean up like nothing. Like nothing at all was on them. If you haven't got some, if they're worth like trying one, just go get like a cheap one and use it. The cleanup is amazing. None of that's like getting burnt on stuff, really. All clean. I just dump my bucket of water in the bathroom sink, pick up my garbage, and I'm set. Right, I'll sign off, guys. I will see you tomorrow, and hopefully I feel better enough to be able to do my porch window with at least one of the transfers. The flag transfer came out today, and I ordered a couple, because then I will definitely be putting the flag on my front porch. The American flag. It's got lots of different designs. Plus, I had stars that have lots of Americana on it, whether it's stars and stripes or both, or little bursting fireworks. We'll see more of that, because I've got little star cutouts, too, that I had out last year, which are out again. Okay? Alright, guys. Signing off. I reach over here, and I'll see you tomorrow.